October 30th, 2018, Apple event. The iPad showed off apps from Autodesk, being AutoCAD, running, which they claim to be essentially a full version. You have Adobe Photoshop, which they claim to be essentially a full version. And by the AutoCADs and the Photoshops, I mean full PC versions. You see a console quality game in NBA 2K. So I believe it's time for Apple to step up. Actually, it's past due for Apple to step up iMovie, because the iPhone version doesn't match the one that's on the Mac. LumaFusion, which is a video editing app, does what iMovie does on the Mac and then some, and that's on the iPad, iPhone. Apple, step it up with iMovie. And I'm not familiar with GarageBand thus far, but I assume that's probably not up to par in terms of the iPad, iPhone app. But I'm speaking about iMovie right now. Step it up. You should have the full range of transitions, the full range of title screens, background zooming in, cropping, photos, videos, audio adjustments. That needs to be in there. Because of the iPad, it's supposed to be the future of computing and you're moving on to a degree. You shouldn't have to have a Mac for those basic free core Apple apps. This isn't Xcode. This isn't Logic. This isn't Final Cut Pro. I mean, I understand they don't want to take away from their Mac sales, cannibalize that at this moment, but eventually they're probably gonna have to put Logic, Final Cut Pro, those type of apps on an iPad, iPhone, if you will. But I'm just saying, with your basic elementary apps, in a specific case, iMovie, step it up. There's no excuse for that, Apple. 2018, it should have been done. I expect it now. I expect the iMovie update to be the same as on Mac. So I ain't ever got to touch a Mac for that again. And maybe even Xcode in the future. I think they might do some things with Swift. I'm not sure. In terms of maybe apps, something going on like that. But put Xcode on there. Put that on there. At least put a basic version of that on there. Because I made a video before. I'm saying, hey, the post-PC era can't exist until you have full-fledged creative apps. And that's what we need right now. You can see what's going on in terms of the iPad Pro, especially since they added USB-C. And you can hook up external monitors, keyboards, probably put in the dock, external storage, etc. We know what's coming. It's time. Step it up. Step it up with iMovie. That's what I'm saying, Apple. Let's get it together.